Okay, we are going to look at the sheet music for the fives. You are the first to get a copy of this sheet music, and so I would normally add some notes, some written notes explaining different things, but that's not on there yet, so I will have to demonstrate this on the video. Alright, so first of all, you have a lot of 16th notes that precede the beat. So taking a look at, for instance, measure 10 to measure 11, we have 16th notes. So we have those 16th notes, like that are about so fast, and we also have grace notes, which are faster. So sometimes it is, and sometimes it's. So you see the difference. Sometimes George Thomas uses one in place of the other, and so you can decide what you like for a particular situation. The grace notes are easier to perform because you just do it in one motion. 16th notes are a little bit harder. You know, especially if you're doing, like, say, measure, it looks like 27. It starts off with the grace note, but then it goes to 16th. And it becomes a little bit awkward sometimes. And so, you know, I think you should feel free to alter it the way you want. If you want to do grace notes for all of them, that would still sound okay. Here I did them quicker that time. Okay, another figure that you might decide to simplify is right at the beginning we have descending thirds. So it goes like this. And here I have thirds plus an octave. And if you just did the thirds and left out the bottom note, that would still sound okay. That's the way that cripple Clarence Lofton plays it on his recording of the fives. Same thing later on in the chorus. On measure 39, we have an upper octave. So it goes like this. And if you just wanted to do the thirds instead of the octave and third, just leave off the upper note. That still works okay. Alright, and there are various other places that are a little bit awkward the way that he's written them. Like, say, measure 47. You have to make a really quick leap. And so if you want to leave a certain note out, that works just fine. Okay. Alright, the repeats are a little bit tricky on this. We have our first, there are 3 times the chorus is played. Once, the first time through, and then on the large repeat back to the beginning, then it does it 2 more times. And so the first time through, you're going to skip entirely measure 60. It has a 2 on it and above the measure. You'll skip this measure entirely and go on to the measure 61 that says 1 and 3. So that's your first ending and your third ending. On your third ending, you're going to end at fine, right here. But on your first, you just keep going through. So to the middle section. Okay. All right, so you'll make your way all the way to the end of the piece. Let me pick it up here, the last 2 measures of the last page. Then you go all the way back to measure 15. on. This time you'll take the second ending in measure 60, so, and then back to this part. And that time through, you'll go to the third ending in measure 61 and end it right there. So hopefully that will be clear enough as you go through. If you can compare to the a recording of the piano roll, you'll be able to follow it and be able to tell the procedure. Now, the piano roll has way too many notes for one person to play, and so I've taken a lot of them out, just make it playable for two hands. And so if you decide you want to remove more notes to make it easier, that's perfectly justified. Also, if you want to compare to the notation of the original roll and put more notes in that I've taken out, if you want to try to do that somehow, that's certainly a possibility as well.